strictly about forgiveness, preparation, and harvesting. Now, forgiveness is the first step to anything that you do. It's actually key, okay? Because we hold on to a lot of things that people say or have written off about us, that it will actually slow you down. And God have an interesting way of showing you that, because all of a sudden your money will slow down. All of a sudden your recognition will slow down. People stop noticing you. People stop seeing your value. And the only way that people are going to see your value is if you see your value, because nobody's going to love you better than you. And when people start seeing how much you love yourself, they be like, hey, how come they don't need my validation? Because you gave it to yourself and you don't need nobody else, okay? Now, preparation, okay? Me, myself, I came from a very supplying home. We had, but it was a lot of things that me as a woman, I probably felt personally I wasn't taught the way that I felt like I should have been taught. And number one, as a woman, is feminine energy. I'm probably saying that all jacked up, but please excuse me. But feminine energy is everything, okay? Lately, these past couple of days, the time that I've decided that I wanted to retreat, I looked into some videos that would help me become more feminine, and some things I did not know that I was being more masculine in. So now I'm coming with a more softer approach. Now, I may still have a little hood in me, but that comes from the experience that I've been through. Hey, I'm 32 years old, and the stuff that people are going through now, I probably experienced 10 years ago. And I guess that was God putting me to the test to prepare me for things like this. Now, harvesting, okay? That's going to always be the last thing, all right? God going to put you through some tests. It's going to be people who's going to write you up. It's going to be people who's going to doubt you. It's going to be people who's going to say negative things about you. But the important thing about it is what you say about you, okay? Because only you can block your own blessing. Because what is written for you is going to be written for you regardless. Can I say that again? Okay? Can nobody stop your blessing but you, okay? Which means, all right, whatever God has written in the stars for you is going to be. The only person that's going to stop it is you. Okay? So, what we say, forgiveness, preparation, and then we also said harvesting. Okay? Those are keys. But you also got to know what's the root of the problem. Me, I'm transparent. I tell people all the time, I dealt with depression, but that happened after I had my son. Being a mother was new to me at the time. Nobody's prepared to be a mother. Nobody, and I was thrown to the wolves. But God is good, okay? Because there was nothing in the world that he cannot provide. So what the family didn't come through? So what I didn't get a baby shower? So what my son never got celebrated? So what I never got celebrated? That's fine, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people say about me. I could be wrong to millions of people, but as long as I'm right in God's eyes, it doesn't matter what people say about me. Now, for my women, okay? Because this is very important when it comes down to preparation, because I mentioned this before. When it came down to myself, I had to start looking into different feminine videos so I can become more feminine, because we're living in such a masculine world. So sometimes, in most cases, you have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, can I remain feminine with this person? And I know sometimes we like to get glamored up, we want to be cute, and we got our wonderful husbands, we got our wonderful men that tell us, baby, you look so good, natural, I want to see that all the time. And that is fine, okay? That is okay. However, you have to do that when you're ready, but always present yourself like a lady, no matter what. You got to keep it cute, no matter what it is, okay? Now, for my men, okay, as far as preparation, all right? When I say preparation for the men, all right? Now, I'm not picking sides, but this is also some self-reflecting that needs to be done, okay? Aggression is not going to get you what you want. Let me say that one more time. Aggression is not going to give you what you want. You will catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Okay? You are what you attract. Alright? Sometimes ego get in the way and it blocks your blessing. And sometimes you have to be like, you know what? I was dead ass wrong. Sometimes you have to do it in order to push forward so that you can step into who you are for real. Or you're just going to be somebody else the whole time. You're going to be walking around thinking that everything cool. You're going to be thinking that everybody respect you. When truth be told, they only see you from a different perspective. You just have to know what perspective they see you with. That's part of your preparation. That's a part of your knowing. Okay? Because I've literally seen good-looking men talk themselves out of good women based off their conversation. Okay? You never want to be too arrogant that you talk yourself out of your blessing. You never do. That go for men or women. Because women, you know how we go. Sometimes we get upset and we step in that masculine energy and we block everything that God has for us. And sometimes we have to be like, you know what? I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be still. I'm just going to take care of me. I'm just going to go to the nail shop. I'm just going to go do my hair. I'm just going to, sometimes, even if you're not going nowhere, and you just in your mirror, if you find yourself, it's hot out here, y'all. I'm sorry. If you find yourself having to be defensive or you have to be masculine in order to speak to someone that you care about, that ain't it. Okay? Because what happens is we as women, we become very aggressive when we get upset, and men will instantly feel like we're emasculating them, and that's what we don't want. So we want to always keep ourselves, we always want to keep ourselves in a feminine energy no matter what. Okay? Let the man be the man. If you feel like you have to be more manly than him for him to respect you, that's not your man. Okay? Because he wants to be masculine. He don't want you to raise him. Now we're going to go into the harvesting side of manifestation. Okay. Now, with harvesting, you always want to set out a plan. You always want to have a journal. You always want to write out your thoughts, because it's always going to be different thoughts that's going to hit your mind about different things that you want to do. Me, myself, I have already started on a book. I have an online boutique that's getting ready to launch. I have invented so many things, including anime wigs to just something simple as poetry. But it's always something that you can possibly do to help manifest a harvest or put into something that's dealing with yourself. Meaning, everybody has a gift. It could be anything. If you are known to be overly compassionate, too loving, maybe you are coming off too nurturing, maybe a daycare is your calling. Maybe you can speak to the masses about how to deal and manage sensitivity or how to manage emotion. Because by working with yourself, by working on yourself, I did that myself. What helped me was affirmations. I started getting a notebook. I started writing positive things about myself. No matter what negative thing that people might have said about me, I started saying positive things. I am loved. I am abundant. I am worthy. I am not glutton for punishment. It's just so many things that you could actually do to help you push forward with your harvesting. Okay? And one of the things that you really want to get past is your own self. Okay? Nobody has the power to take who you are as an individual away from you. If you are a motivational speaker, do it. You can help somebody. Your story can tell someone else that what you're going through is it's really temporary. It's just a storm. It's going to pass through. It's so many different ways that a person can use their gift. There's so many musical geniuses out here that are afraid to launch because they have been told, no, you shouldn't say that. No, you shouldn't do that. Man, invest in yourself. They're going to be mad. They're not going to like it, but it's you. Okay? And one thing that we have to say about a lot of artists that we see and we admire so much about them is the fact that they are themselves. They are nobody else. Okay? If anything, the people around them are more like them because they haven't found their identity. So what I want you to start doing is getting you, you can go to Family Dollar, you can get like a notebook, one of those 3-ring binder. You can get a composition notebook and start writing positive things about yourself. If somebody say, well, you're broke and you're going to always be broke, say I am rich, say I am wealthy. If someone say you sick in the mind, say I am healthy. There's things that you can say about yourself that can literally change your DNA, that can push you forward into harvesting and investing into yourself. Do not let or allow anyone to change or turn your direction for what God has in front of you, because what's for you, like I said, is for you. So again, we're going to go over this. You have forgiveness, you have preparation, and then you have harvest. But just remember, when you harvest, you have to get out your own way. It's easy to say the reason why you haven't accomplished your goal is because such and such did this to me and such did that to me. No, such and such did not block you. Such did not block you. Such over there didn't block you. You blocked you. Okay? Because you wanted to wait on everybody else to give you that go. I don't know about y'all, but I can't put that much power over God, whatever he has for me. I just can't. So, again, I can't stress this enough. You have to go through the process. You have to do the work. If you don't do the work, you don't want nobody else to do the work for you, because they may have a different agenda than you. Understand who you are. Understand what you want. Write those things down. Write those things down. If you got a deadline on when you want things done, then get those things done. If you got a deadline for a book that you want to get done, then you know what that means. You have to cut off all distractions to make sure those things take care of. If people say you acting funny, well, they ain't heard from you, understand. A real successful person will understand that you don't have time for other things. You got to focus on your material wealth. You have to worry about your mental health. You got to worry about what you need, okay? Things that's going to happen. I just mentioned, I didn't have nobody. It wasn't until I met my husband, before he was my husband, okay? But I did not let those things stop me. I kept going, okay? And that's what I want y'all to do. Keep going. Don't let nobody stop you. Do the work. Understand, it is going to be a process. It's not going to be easy. You're going to sweat, you're going to bleed, and you're going to cry. But that's okay, because God blesses people who honor the small things. See, if I can trust you with the little things, I'm going to bless you with the bigger things. Okay? And sometimes we got to get out of our ego. Sometimes we got to admit our issues. Sometimes we have to admit what's blocking us to release those things so that God can pour into you more things. You keep holding on to that depression. You keep holding on to that bitterness. You keep holding on to what that person did to you. You keep holding on to other things that person did. You just running yourself down. You driving yourself crazy. It's doing nothing for you. Okay? Now, if you're a person that like to give back, give back. But recognize your energy. Know who you are. Know what makes you tick. Okay? Remember back when you was a little girl and you was just dancing in front of your mirror, or you would play dress up, or I don't know if somebody did. I didn't do teapot. I didn't do that. But I did do dress up, and I did have a bunch of baby dolls growing up. But anything that can keep you in that feminine energy, do it. Okay? I'm being honest with you. All right? It goes for career and relationship. I don't care how rough you look, they are not going to take your victim mentality with you. Okay? That go for men and women. All right? Successful people understand they have to think from a logical and a practical mindset. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. You think from your emotion, everything gonna collapse. If you think from immaturity, guess what? Look at it as building blocks. When you see a 3-year-old build them colorful blocks up and they throw their tantrum because their emotion got in the way or they got too excited, they knock them blocks down, guess what? That's exactly how you look. You cannot consider yourself a builder playing. You have to be serious about this. This is not a joke, okay? So that's it for manifestation video. I am so glad that you have watched the video, and I'm glad that you are willing to take the time out to recognize those things. I hope you're taking notes. Please subscribe to my channel. I love you and stay blessed, okay?